Hi, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Skittle, and today we're back with another LMP interview. With us, we have Miguel. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good today. Just being a little blinded by all the flashing cameras. Y'all can stop now.
All right, thank you. We want to get like a general overview of how your 2024 has been. Just something real quick.
It's been very eventful. I'm very thankful for everything that happened. I was able to graduate and just get a whole bunch of stuff under my belt. Be able to get my life moving on and moving towards the future. See what the future holds.
That's what we'd like to hear. Big graduation in 2024. But we'll delve into a more detailed idea of everything that happened. But first, we're gonna run it back to LMP. We had big hopes for this 2024 season. A lot of dreams, a lot of goals, uh, a bigger Olympics, bigger copas, and it just came down to what, one copa last year, and
Yeah.
that was in pretty much the middle of the season, May. So how did you feel personally with like the lack of LMP stuff?
It felt like we almost overshot with what we wanted to do. Like we had a good idea and a good foundation of what we wanted to do and everything like that, but it felt like it was almost too much and we couldn't get done what we wanted to do because we couldn't figure out like what we wanted to do first and we wanted to set back later, and then we just got overcomplicating into the dates, and by the end of the year we literally did one copa and that was it. So it was a bit disappointing because I was looking forward to all the events, but sometimes that's just how it goes. And you just got to move forward and go on to the next season.
Yeah, and it was a lot of events. It went from what was 2023 six events to a predicted 12 for sure, with a four extras and overall 16 Olympic events, and then extra people and everything. It seemed to be a lot bigger, a lot of dreams. But I think that's where the faults were, is they overachieved from what was the six to a 16 as a 10 event difference. And I think, as you said, all that pressure got into them and all that stuff. But it also kind of, but not like, because it didn't happen, it brings the 2025 to a bigger year. Like, oh, there's a year gap between the events, like a biennial. Was it biennial? Yeah. No,
Yeah, semi-annual.
something where it happens every 2 years. It's like, okay, you know what? You didn't win 2 years ago. Can you do it now?
Hmm.
Okay. But yeah, since LMP didn't do it, so I wanted to ask, like, as an athlete or like as a player, what is something that you've improved on? Like, if you look back at your 2024, entering 2024, you're into 2025. What have you improved as an athlete?
It's definitely just been like general strength. I've actually started going to the gym in late 2024, which I had never consistently done, prior to this, what I've been going to now. Started in about October or so. I've been going consistently, so I would say like just general strength and stuff like that is something that I've definitely upped my level on compared to before. But I feel like in turn, kind of like my soccer skills and everything has diminished a bit because we didn't really play at all during the year. But that's what the time that we have now is to be able to prepare and get ready for the next season and get everything rolling.
Yeah. And I was leading up to the second question, which what has fallen off, and as you said, your soccer skills, and yeah, I think that's a lot for a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people have played since that last Copa. But speaking of that last Copa, kind of look back on how that went for you. You got a third place in what, a rainy, wet terrain. How was that?
It was a weird one. It was chaotic. It was eventful. It was a lot of fun. We had certain hangovers that really influenced the outcome of the tournament. We had a couple of scuffles, and it was a lot of fun though. I feel like the playing in the rain is definitely something we can do again. I know it's hard to schedule with weather, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I do feel like I let myself down a lot in that tournament by just burning out, and that's something that just I need to improve on because my stamina is not where it should be, and I need to work on getting it better to be able to last in these tournaments. Because I know that they're high pressure, they can be long, so you got to be smart about what you do, but you also got to have physical abilities to get everything done. But shout out to William, the winner. Only Copa of 2024. Um, he deserved to win it. He won at it. He definitely won at it. Um, and hopefully, for this next season, I can bounce back and we can get it rolling.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. But we want to kind of step away from athletics, of sports, of kind of LMP in general, and talk personal. So as you brought out earlier, your graduation, but like let's kind of get more into detail of how 2024 has been eventful. Let's talk about the highs. So what was like some of the main things that you're proud or like you're happy with?
Definitely the highs were the experiences that I got to that I was blessed with really in 2024. Obviously my graduation, being able to spend that day with my friends and my family, celebrate that, the work that I that was put in to get that done, to thank all the people around me that really, had an influence, whether they knew it or not, on that. And also, just blessed with all the different events that I went to, the concerts, taking my sister to her first concert, going to, my first ever Formula One race, seeing my goat in person. Those are the things that I never really would have thought I'd get the chance to do. And having all that happen within the same year, it was awesome. I don't know if I'll ever have like a year like that again. Looking back, and I'm thankful for everything that happened that year.
That's really nice to hear. See like how enjoyable 2024 was for you. But we talked about the highs, and we don't want to talk too much about the lows. But like, what are some things that you learned? I guess kind of negatively in a way, but you like learned and just kind of helped you build as a person.
Yeah, I did, learn a couple of things that, kind of, you have to take it in a way to look for the silver lining, because sometimes it's not always there. You have to look for it, like especially in relationships with people that you knew in the past, that you were good friends with at one point, but you got to learn to let them go. Sometimes they might not be the same person they were when you knew them, and you just got to know when is the time to, accept that it's just not going to work out anymore. And that was something I learned to do, to understand, to make peace with, and to move on.
Yeah, and that can be a heavy thing because you're kind of stuck with how they were as a person, and you don't want to let that go. But at the end of the day, it's always better to remember them for how they were rather than to continue on and seeing them more of a, I guess, a downhill as a person,
Mhm.
and you're left with that memory of what they are now. But enough of the 2024 things. Let's it's 2025 now, so we want to talk personally. What are some things you're really looking forward to this year, like energy you want to bring into this year?
I just want to be, as positive as possible. I'm starting a new job on Monday. I am, just pretty much just turning over a new chapter in my book and being able to do everything. I want to do everything that I want to do and stop holding myself back.
Mm,
I feel like that's been one of my biggest, I don't want to say downfalls, but obstacles.
okay.
That's the word. Is I really have been bad growing up, and especially like up until recently, of stopping myself from doing things that I maybe should have done. Uh, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be able to make decisions without hesitation, and actually do the things and make make things happen the way I want them to happen. So that's the energy I want to bring. More confident, more forward. Um, then just try to be at peace, because I feel like that's really all you need to be happy, to be at peace, and to roll on with what you got.
And I mean, no better words can be said about that. And we really like to see the energy, and we want to see you continue the energy through 2025. All right, but that's personal. Now let's get back to the athletic, the LMP stuff. This year coming up, it's a revive of the Olympics, but at a lower scale, something more realistic. I don't think the events have fully came out yet, but I'm pretty sure it'd be like the normal, the Copa, the pool stuff, the usual, like bowling and mini golf is always doable. So stuff like that. So seeing the revival of that, like the basic stuff, and just hang out events, and then more copas hopefully. Like, what is you? How do you want LMP to go out this year?
I want LMP to go out. You know, maybe not try to go out as big as we originally did last year, and try to stick more to just concrete. Like, this is what we're gonna do. These are the dates. Try to get everyone free and actually make things happen. So I feel like that was the hardest part is we would try to make things happen and oh I'm busy that day. Oh something always happened and we ended up not doing anything. So just to be more concrete, like hey, these are the dates we're doing. Like and try to be, uh reasonable and flexible with everyone because obviously we all have different schedules. We're not always gonna be free the same weekend. But just try to make it work, try to do everything that we can and see what would be like what we can actually do.
Mm. That's good. That's good. All right. So we've got the 2023 recap. We got things we're looking forward to in 2025. Then we kind of just want to end it off. You know how in the Scopa interviews we say, okay, what are some big things you want to bring out? What's some energy you want to bring out? We're gonna do the same thing. So 2025, big words. Either some big proclamations, the things you're gonna do in 2025, or people you want to call out. Just some. We want to hear something big that when we look back at this interview, we go, hey, did he actually do that, or was that a blow for him in 2025?
Yeah. That's hard because obviously I love all the guys that I compete with and it's all like friendly games and everything. We love each other. But like I just gotta say, Kendrick really said it best. Big three? Nah, fuck that. It's just big me, nigga.
And that's just how we're gonna end it. So we're gonna see if that is true by the end of 2025. Miguel, thank you so much for coming out here with us, and we'll see you on another interview.